How would you describe yourself? Like, what characteristics do you have that helps you come up with ideas?
By nature creative, I tend to have a broad subject range of interests, and so it kind of helps me to network things together. That's how my idea came about.
I'm just a normal average person. I like to hunt and fish and do things. And getting a little older, and it's hard to do some of the things that I used to do, but changing a tire was one of my biggest problems. That's what my invention's all about.
Oh,
My coworkers tell me that I tend to turn everything into a research project. So I'm very thorough and meticulous, and I always dig deep into, instead of just using rules of thumb when I am working, I usually go back and read more about things and do research when I'm coming up with a solution to a particular client's problems.
the innovative ideas.
I'm very detail-oriented, meticulous. Some people would call me anal. I try to do the best job I possibly can with everything I do.
Great. So, was it anything specific that spurred your idea, or how did you actually get that specific idea?
I've been working on this thing for 13 years now,
Okay.
and it's finally beginning to mature. I have both U.S. and Canadian patents on it,
Oh, okay. So
and
you
I
can-
feel we can build it right here in Fairbanks. In fact, I know we can, as cheap as we can go anywhere. And we can ship right out of here, right to Canada. And I think it's a really useful tool for all of us up here.
So I actually read the announcement in the newspaper for the newsminer that said what they were looking for, and so I was trying to think of something that would apply specifically locally. And the one thing that really grouped us all together the most was winter, something to do with winter. I wanted to get in on that angle, and actually quite providentially I ran into the idea of winter tire traction and maybe some alternatives that could save us some money and some bulk in landfills.
This idea that I have is something I've been interested in since I was an undergraduate in mechanical engineering school. So I've been thinking about it and working on it in little bits since 1992. A colleague suggested that I enter my idea into the competition, so I went on the website. I already had the idea, and then I looked at the rubric that was provided to see how my idea would fit in to the selection criteria, and it happened to seem like a good fit.
Okay.
The actual specific idea came up in an MBA class that I just finished, technology management. And as the teacher was asking each person, one after another, what was your idea, it just popped into my head.
What was your biggest concern or challenge about entering the competition?
Oh, just getting in front of people. I guess I get kind of stage fright. But I guess that's my biggest fear is
It was probably to compile all of the statistics governing the waste of new tires and the scrap tire problem that takes place in the United States and throughout the world right now. There was a lot of roads to track down, a lot of.
Preparing for the presentation today, I feel terrified. I'm terrified of presentations, so I've been practicing and practicing.
So, do you plan on competing next year?
if I come up with something new, I've got other ideas I'm working on.
And I would enter more ideas. I think it's a good idea to have a competition like this. I was pleasantly surprised, to see that something like this existed. And I think it's a benefit to the university community and the community at large and polar regions in general.
I actually have a great idea that I didn't submit because it's what I've been working on for a few years. Because I like this stuff. And I may submit it next year. It's even better than this one.
So, do you have any words or anything that you would want to say to people who are considering entering?
Yes, this is a marketplace of ideas, and I think it's a wonderful idea to bring out into the public, not necessarily experts in a given field, but people who have thoughts as to the way things can be improved. Going out into the community and seeking the wisdom of the people in the community is a great idea and could bring about some real innovation here.
Okay, all right.
I think if you got an idea, go for it. Check it out, search it out, and see if it's, if somebody else isn't doing it, and just get in and do it.
I think that they should look at your website because it encourages all kinds of ideas. I actually viewed the video clips that talked about how to come up with an idea later, and then how to make a presentation. I found that was very helpful. I looked at that several times, and if people are hesitating, I feel like they could just look at the materials on your website, and that would provide them with encouragement, because a lot of people have ideas, but they don't know how to, proceed with developing their idea.
Just do it. I mean, you have nothing to lose. It's fun. It's interesting. Nothing should hold you back.